So did my first attempt on Friday, got 18:58. Today I'm going to decide to redo it after seeing some scores and seeing that it's sitting second right now. I still think overall it's going to be a good score. But after I saw actually Vellner's Instagram story and he panned over and showed his finish time, I was impressed. So I actually messaged him and kind of asked him a few little tips on what he did. So going to kind of play with some different strategies going into this and see if we can improve upon that performance.
And all that we show equal, it might be all I take. Show me love, show me love, show me love.
And
we're off, ladies and gentlemen.
we have begun.
19.2. For those of you that don't know, this is a repeat of 16.2 that Mike McGoldrick still didn't get a clean at 3:15. Oh, wait, yes, he did. You did great today, buddy.
You did do pretty well, Mike.
Mike did 2 cleans in 10 seconds at 3:15. It was actually pretty impressive.
If you could clean like that,
I would have finished way faster.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some toast bar and some more toast bar. We got 5 rounds, toast bar, double unders, and some cleans. On the left, ended up doing this on Friday morning with Mr. Wilbur Morad, and we do have the splits.
Yep. So we got the splits up. We did the total. I got to move this out of the way so I can see everything. We did the time that it took to complete toast bar, double unders, and cleans in every round, and then his second attempt, Trevor's on the right-hand side. So
Still
they
Travis.
actually were exactly the same amount of time to do the toaster bar. So that Trevor running means basically that they're equal right now.
Yeah, so on, what was that? Friday. Ooh, it was a little faster Friday. Looking back, I kind of realized I got went out a little too hot, to say the least. I remember back in 16, I wasn't as aggressive, so kind of wanted to make sure I was a little more aggressive.
Did you just forget what you were about to say?
I did forget what I was, because I started watching and then I started looking at the actual times that these are exactly the same, and it kind of caught me off guard. But yeah, so I was less aggressive in 2016, ended up completing it in 48? I think is what it was, in 2016. Repeated this and did it in beep. Won't tell you, you'll find out shortly. That was where he fills in the beep.
Yeah, you're gonna have him beep over your beep?
I didn't say the time though. I didn't say the time, but it beep. Hey, all we're doing this for is good laps.
That saves me work.
Yeah. Good editing skills, Trav. Well
My
done.
time was beep.
All right, so basically what you're saying is you redid this workout, and this time you were gonna go out a little slower.
No, more aggressive.
This time? The second time?
No, the first time
Yeah.
From a
so,
16 attempt.
from my 16
okay,
attempt.
got it.
As you can tell, I'm already
Yeah, so
behind.
You're 3 seconds behind on your second attempt. It's really weird that
You guys like flip-flop clothing colors. You and John
What was your strategy going into the second attempt?
today.
Yeah.
So going to the second attempt, after watching everything on Friday, I had a lot of wasted time on toast bar that wasn't needed, and so actually ended up talking to Vellner about kind of like what he did, because I saw his screen pan over and the dude ended up finishing, I think, in like 16:11 or something crazy. I wasn't going to touch that time, but was curious what someone else at that caliber was doing with their toast bar and everything, and he said he broke multiple times during the workout. So just kind of as I was going, I mean, I wouldn't say I really based my plan off of that. I just knew I wanted to kind of hold bigger sets the entire time, where on Friday, it felt a little more sloppy and not as smooth.
Yeah, I watched his video versus Noah's. He had made up Noah was 1938, I think, first attempt, and Trav's first attempt was 1858. We won't tell you what the second attempt was.
Beep!
No, we could say the first attempt, just not the redo.
We are all on different pages.
We're on the same page.
But it's fine. Go ahead.
All right.
Beep!
Anyways, so Trav lost about a minute overall on the toes to bar set versus Noah's execution of the workout. So he knew basically he had to pick up there. And there were just times, I think Trav doesn't watch his I watch the videos and try to do the numbers, like where can he make time. Trav watches it basically trying to figure out where he rested and where his movement patterns broke down. And I mean,
That's why he's the coach and I just the athlete. I like to just see where I rested too much, and then
yeah,
in the moment I remember where I was resting and where I can pick it up.
yeah, which whatever. It obviously works to create a pretty elite performer. So we don't.
That was like identical.
Yeah,
That
there were
kinda
some
cool.
really weird times where you look like exactly the same exact
Look at
time.
that. That's so weird.
But you're 4 seconds behind overall on the workout at the end of the dubs. I remember doing the splits. I think the 225 bar.
That's where I started to make it up.
Yeah, is where you get a little bit of a head lead over Travis.
The only round I knew was the first round. Was the only time I knew. So when I looked up, I was like, all right, well, I'm pretty close to the same.
But I told you at some point in the workout.
I think when I finished 225, it was going into the toes to bar of 275. So yeah.
By the way, the fact that you guys do this and like are cool at this point in the workout and just like working is way more crazy to me because I felt like I was dying in this workout.
Yeah, we do a lot of this.
Yeah.
Max
134.
At
Hold
one
on,
point looked like he was dying, but he survived.
All right, so
Man.
same splits on the clean there at 185. He's still 4 seconds behind.
Man, it must be this barbell is where I made it up, huh?
We'll see. Made what up?
I don't even know.
You just blew it again.
I'm saying where I closed the gap some. Beep. Chris isn't a fan of my beeping.
Yeah, I'm not.
Tough day for the 18 car.
Tough day for the 18 car.
Yeah,
this
tough
whole
day.
video is already. I don't know what's happening.
What do you mean?
All right, we're in round 3. Travis did the workout on the left. Let's get back to where we are. And now we're in round 3, comparing his second attempt on Monday to his first attempt. He looks exactly the same, different outfit, more bent over posture on the left.
Yeah, I was
John's still changing weights.
at the point on the left. I realized I looked over, and when it said, I think it was like 6:15 is when I really realized I was like, I went out way too hot. I just kind of knew early on that this was not going to be the best ending that I was hoping for. As you can tell, I'm redlined a little bit.
You did pretty well.
I
How
still
would
think
you rank your, when you finished 112 to do this round of toes to bar, see, and then
What?
119. So 7 seconds faster, third set of toes to bar. Now he's 3 seconds ahead overall.
What were you saying?
How would you, before you redid the workout, how would you rank the first attempt? I feel like you were pretty happy
I
with
still
it.
was pretty happy with it. I mean, I think I'm basing it off of my 16 performance. So to have almost a minute faster, I still think is a pretty big improvement from that.
On your first attempt of that year, you didn't finish the cleans.
Correct. So I kind of knew if I just got after it, hopefully if I could finish sub 19, I was pretty happy with the effort at the end of it, as I knew. I think there's only like 30 people that finished in 16, so I know people are fitter now and more people will finish, but I was pretty happy with that.
How
for
many do you
first
think
attempt?
will finish this? Let's get a prediction on camera, just so we can see if you're wrong.
86.
86? I'll go with 94. 74.
No, you just changed it 3
All right,
times.
fine, 94 is better. Because
Okay.
if you're under, if I'm
86.
88.
88.
Dale Jr.
Oh. But yeah, so the 225 bar. On the left, I was definitely struggling. At this point, I knew went out too hot, that this was just going to be more of a grind. On the right side, Trevor, I pretty much started out a little smoother and controlled my pace, as you could tell when I was behind at the beginning, but now I started to actually feel better at this point. Breathing was way better. I just felt more like my normal self in the middle of a workout versus the other day.
So what do you, like, when you're picking this barbell up, are you counting to yourself? Are you going by feel? There was one, like right here, you took a longer break. How are you making that decision?
I always just try to, most of it's based off feel, but then if not, I'll tell myself to get to a number and then give yourself a break. So at that point, I think it was like get to 4 or 5, then take a breath, then get right back on it.
So you do have stuff going on in your brain.
I do. Not always, but occasionally.
142 to finish 225 cleans, 9:03, so 3 minutes ahead of the time cap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How often do you have a number in your head and then you don't listen to it? You say, fuck this, never mind.
I'm going to get to 5, and then you do 3, and you're like, no, I'm going to take it here anyway.
No, I think it's usually probably the other way around. Is I'll end up doing more than what I told myself to do. Is just like get one more. Just try to get one more.
201 on this set of
Wow.
cleans. It'll go away. So just to see, like, obviously this set of cleans, he's now 23 seconds ahead of his pace. So that was a pretty big.
I'm impressed with that. That was a huge difference. I didn't know the splits of this.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're seeing the splits of all this. So
No, not weird. I sat down with Chris and did all the
Okay.
math on all this.
this is the first time I've seen any of this, and this is so we're trusting your judgment that this is right.
We
Yeah.
were listening to the Alex Jones, Joe Rogan podcast while we were doing the splits. So
Oh,
it might
yeah.
be wrong.
Yeah, it's possible because I was thoroughly entertained by that podcast.
Yeah. Man, 23 seconds. That was a big difference.
This is a
Pretty
good
quick.
resting posture on the left-hand side, too.
Max critiques the resting posture all the time. Yes, you should be standing tall, but for me, it's an easy way for me to catch my breath. I know it's not the best. It's not as intimidating. On the right, you can tell right here I wanted to. No, I made an effort. I was like, don't you do it.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, it forces you to get back onto the bar faster.
It feels really good to bend over, so when you get into that posture and you
Heyo.
start
I was about to say something for that one.
all right, whatever.
125 toes to bar.
I was going to say something relatively serious. After watching a lot of people do this workout who got into the 315, it actually looks like the 225 bar is the worst part of the workout. Like it maybe just because 275 kind of gets slower and more broken,
Well, and I think
out
the reps.
between reps. So do you
Just,
think?
I think mentally knowing, I don't know, maybe it's just 11 still feels like a lot. Where 9, you're like, okay, because once you hit 5, you're like, all right, I'm pretty much almost already there.
So another 11 seconds on that set of toes to bar. So that set of cleans in round 3 and the toes to bar in round 4 are pretty big. Yeah, go ahead.
No, so I was just saying, each round pretty much on toes to bar, I went 15-10 on the right, and then 10-8-7, and then 10-5-5 for every single round after that, and just kind of forced myself to stay at that, where on Friday I broke a lot more. Just kind of off feel, grip wasn't the best. Man, 35. And my double unders were faster than them.
9. Yeah, some of it could also be transition time. We basically, the toes to bar ended when your feet hit the ground after the toes to bar, and then double under split ends when you drop the rope down to the ground. So there is actually some transitional time, but they were all unbroken sets. So the double unders from one attempt to the other, basically an irrelevant part of the workout for you.
Yeah.
For somebody that's missing, that's obviously a big place to make up time. It just a lot of wasted time and doesn't really seem to save that much effort if you're missing and breaking the double unders.
I will admit, there is going to be a jump rope course dropping. Can I talk about this?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. It's not a secret.
Yeah. Jump rope course with Molly Metz,
Let
which
me
is
put a beep on it.
which is actually going to be pretty cool. I've actually been working with her for, probably over 6 years, just taking her courses and everything else from her seminars. And if you can make something way more efficient in a workout like this, where your double unders is kind of like a rest period, it makes a significant difference. Or you can struggle with your double unders. Nah, just kidding. You got them way better at them.
That wasn't
The
what
weight,
killed me.
the weight killed you, and the toes to bar.
Yeah.
But that's something that's going to be cool to check out when Molly Metz come up with the jump rope course.
Yes.
Pew, pew, pew. Beep.
You were on a 9-second clock to start these. Now you're resting a lot. I think
Yeah.
this was it was either this or the 315 barbell was exactly the same. I think
Like
the
split?
315, the same exact split. So I guess that's something to help guide training moving forward. That's 9, right? Yeah, so 221 to finish the cleans. Travis on the left-hand side, Timmy the Tool Man, is finishing, I think that was 7 or 8. We'll get a split time soon, but he's 33 seconds behind at the start of that, so let's see what happens here, folks. We're getting into the last round. The race is getting heated. Travis on the left. Travis number 2, a.k.a. Trevor, a.k.a. Travis, a.k.a. Timmy on the right. Who is going to win?
Oh, man. So far, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I still don't know. The anticipation is killing me. Man, that's a significant difference in these.
right, so
it's
that's
always
9.
cool to kind of watch side by
233.
side. This is a good idea. I like
12
this.
seconds slower.
Good job.
But that's still not that big of a difference. I mean, 12 seconds makes a big difference.
No, watching it
overall.
side by side and seeing that seems like a significant difference.
Yeah.
Like just how much further ahead I actually am at this point.
Yeah.
And your first 2 rounds were slow.
Yeah.
Yes. That's generally the case I've found with, I mean, almost everybody I've coached in this sport, that you slow your initial pace to get a better overall score in the open. Like almost
Yeah.
everything that I do is like, oh, you went out too hot and then your round times fell apart.
Well, that was even like last year on the dumbbell squat,
Yeah.
double under. Was that last year?
Dumbbell
Was it?
squat double under? Oh, dumbbell squat burpee.
Oh, yeah. Just started out really fast, and then you hit round like 7, and then you're in trouble.
Do you remember what you did in toes to bar in the last round? It was
Yes.
129 versus 42. So there's still a pretty big fall off. I mean, that might be one of the places that some of the 17, 16 and a half minute people, like they can just do 50 seconds around every round.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something to work
Well, I mean,
on.
that would have put me. Well, we'll find out
Yeah.
the time. But
We're getting close.
40 seconds faster than that to finish it out.
All
Throw
right.
the rope. 37 seconds.
15:28, getting to the last round of cleans. The green shirted neon green machine on the left
Gumby.
is still on toes to bar.
Still
What
the
a
same.
disappointment, everybody. All you Travis fans out there. We're going to blow the secret. He loses.
Oh, that was. So what? Another 11 seconds?
Yeah, 11 seconds there. But still pretty disciplined every round, just getting off the toes to bar and just starting the double unders right away and getting them out of the way. So
Yeah.
I think that's just a good skill for anybody in the sport to cultivate. Just this come out in almost every qualifier. It has been in every open. It's just a movement that should be smooth and polished and as easy as possible. It's tough to make them crisp under fatigue, but part of the process. Is that clean
Hashtag
one?
Chris Butler fatigue. Hey, I just realized you're wearing a green shirt.
Oh no, I'm gonna be invisible.
That's
I'll
gonna
just
be
be
awesome.
a floating head.
He's gonna be floating head.
I might be able to make it work, but
No, don't make
leave
it.
it.
Just
I may
leave.
have fucked up.
Can we get a redo?
Oh man, that's awesome. The one thing you were
look,
told not to do.
My job is to talk.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
funny.
It's my only job.
So yeah, final barbell. Kind of always one thing I've always imagined is pull it like a 1RM every single time. At this point, your legs are smoked. You're just kind of really fatigued. Just you have to be really aggressive with it no matter what.
You didn't get mushy posture too much with these. Just wasn't heavy enough. Did they feel heavy? Like what's stopping you from getting on the bar faster here?
I think just
Just
I want
tired?
to break. Tired.
I don't like it.
17 minutes into a workout. I mean,
Like
it doesn't
burning
look-
legs,
Yeah,
nothing?
I think it's just kind of like a little bit of like hamstrings, quads,
Yeah.
and then today it actually felt slower coming off the ground than it did the other day.
Yeah.
I never even put the belt on the other day, but today I was like, I want to feel a little bit stronger off the ground and in the catch, so
Yeah.
it didn't get as mushy, as you would call it, mashed
Well,
potato.
Well, you are 56 seconds ahead of pace, so that could make it just more tired.
Yeah.
Will likes to call it tired training.
Wilbur?
What are we going to do
What do you
today?
mean, Wilbur?
We're just going to get tired.
Oh, I definitely could have done
All
it.
right, and here is the last clean. And it's not sub 18 minutes, folks.
So that was the goal.
But
Sub
1803,
18.
pretty close. Now let's watch Trevor just dominate and watch Travis not finish. This would be the time that you would walk over and start cheering yourself on. You're doing such a good job, buddy. Come on.
Pretty sure it wouldn't be me.
That's what the commentators
Yeah.
would say.
This is the best sport part of this sport.
We all cheer each other up.
Well, what you can see is actually happening is I'm laying on the ground and ready to get my shoes off.
You actually did give me a high five on this. Normally after open workouts, I
I just-
walk over to do it, and you just like put one finger out there. And
What?
barely- Like here, go to give me a high five. I'll give you the Travis high five. Oh, good
When
job.
have I ever done that?
That's what you do.
And we're on the final clean over here, ladies and gentlemen. And here goes.
Bam. So 2:34 to finish the cleans. He was actually faster there. Gave himself a little job well done fist bump. 55 seconds faster on the redo. As of right now, in the open, Trevor is up 2-0 on Travis.
Except it's the same person.
Hey, some troll got on to Max on Reddit saying for laying down after the workout.
Oh, yeah.
You have any thoughts on laying down?
Well, you're laying down right here.
I'm laying down in both of them. I mean, what?
Hold on. Look,
Well,
before anyone criticizes who is the guy and post all of your workout
and
videos.
do the workout
Yeah.
yourself. I mean, I get it. Some people stand around and go walk around. Well, maybe you should go faster. Or I'm just going to lay down.
There are
I'm
some
tired.
people that we coach or part of the organization that lay down in the workout.
That was the greatest thing I've seen.
Mike finished
Mike.
the 275 like 15 seconds before the
And then
interval
just
window.
lays down.
And just laid down. And everyone was around and were like, didn't he just finish?
Yeah.
Like, he should be doing toast to bar.
He's like,
and
and he looks at me and goes,
just
give me 20
a minute.
seconds. Give me 20 seconds.
Snooze button.
It was a very well done, well executed rest position
Yeah.
that allowed him to get 2 cleans. So I'm in support.
Hey, he did.
As-
He did 2 cleans at 3:15 in 10 seconds.
I mean, whoever that guy is, probably, I don't care what he has to say, but for
I mean,
for general training,
Yeah.
it's probably not a good idea to train so hard that you literally don't have the energy to hold your body up and hold appropriate posture, because
But
it's probably an indication
I also
you've gone
feel like
past your
I
limits.
could stand up and walk, but I'm way more comfortable at this
Yeah,
point in the
no,
workout to lay down.
Yeah, do
I'm
whatever
done.
you want.
I'm
Yeah.
18 minutes.
I mean, unless that guy's one of the best guys in the world that's just trolling on a new account.
Yeah.
But I've seen that everybody in this sport goes
yeah,
down to the
I mean,
ground.
it just
Yeah.
at this point, you're tired, you're done.
Yeah.
You don't have to be standing up. There's no reason. There's no reason to be standing up at this point. Just lay down. There's nothing good that's gonna come from me standing up. Besides, I'm gonna want to lay down. Hence,
Trevor,
both of these. Why I laid down?
do you have any final thoughts for your fans now that you're dominating Travis 2-0 in the series?
No, I don't. But
How would you respond to your haters?
You don't even
don't
have any
hate,
haters.
appreciate.
Yeah, you don't have enough haters.
You used to. Or no, it's not even that you had haters. You just, no one gave a fuck about you.
Travis, who?
Hey, it
right.
works. I mean, after this week, I think we're gonna be sitting pretty well going into week 3.
Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday, first thoughts, 19.3.
Second thoughts.
Hopefully,
Third thoughts.
Friday morning now. Pow, pow, pow.
oh yeah, Friday morning. Hopefully Brandy beats Mike. We need to get some good victories. 2-1 would be a nice start.
Awesome. That was a wrap. I can't wait. I hope you're